I'm Trish, and I don't have any haters that I'm aware of. I don't think it's because I'm so great, although I am pretty great. I've given this a lot of thought, and maybe I do have haters, but I don't notice them because I just don't care. Or maybe it's because I just give off this aura that says, hate me if you want, throw some negative comments my way, but I don't give a fuck, so you're going to be wasting your time. I don't know what it is. Even, and and I've heard of, some of the ladies I follow, like Amber and Chantel, and there's another lady, Simone, everyone knows Simone. I've seen them all post things about getting negative messages, and from what I can gather, it's messages that they're getting into their inbox, as well as like on comments and stuff. But people are taking the time to personally message them to be rude. I don't get any of that. Maybe it's because I don't have enough followers yet. I'm only up to about 760 on my fetish page, and I've only got like 180 something subscribers on YouTube. Maybe there's just not enough people following me or aware of me yet to have come across any that want to hurt me or just want to be, some internet trolls. That's not to say that I have never had any negative comments. I have a DeviantArt account called Unhinged Serendipity. Go and have a look at it if you want, if you don't mind fat nude ladies, because that's what it's all about. So I really put myself out there. I've got nude photos on there from, when I was at my biggest, and I have had some negative comments. I've had all sorts of comments there, as you can imagine. But it's like maybe not even 1%, I would say, of people that throw shit my way, and it just washes over me. I don't grab hold of anything negative that anyone says and run with it. I don't. It really doesn't bother me. Maybe that's it. Maybe I do have people saying negative things, but it doesn't stay with me because I don't care. I don't let it affect me like that. And I've heard of people, men and women, who when they were much bigger, or even like I am now, just look at me, I'm a little bit fat still. I've heard of women like my size going out, they're just walking around, going for a walk or going for a run or whatever, and I've heard of them having people yell things out of car windows at them that, they're fat and go home or, whatever. I've never had that. Never one single time. And I get out and about a lot. I walk around a lot. Even when I was bigger, I used to walk quite a lot. I've heard of people being on the beach and having people say rude things to them because they're fat. I used to go to the beach when I was 170 kilos. No one ever said anything to me. I mean, I would very often be in the water, or yes, people did used to say things to me. People would come up and just start a conversation with me and talk to me. I've never had anyone say anything awful to me. Maybe it's because I just carry myself differently to, even when I was really, really fat, I carried myself still with confidence. So maybe people sort of looked at me and thought, well, we could say something really mean to her, but it's going to be a waste of time because it's not going to get a reaction. I really don't know. Maybe that confidence and self-esteem that I project, and as well, like in my videos that I've been posting and in my posts, it's maybe the haters look and see that it's just going to be a waste of time to even try with me. Anyone who has ever said anything negative to me, I don't even respond to. So it's probably not really very fun for them if they're not going to get a reaction. It puzzles me. Maybe, and I've also heard of people saying, oh, they don't go to the beach anymore because people are looking at them and making fun of them and laughing at them. Are they? Maybe they are. Maybe I never noticed that because I don't care what people think. And if they do want to, you know, point the finger and laugh and, you know, have a little, you know, word with their friend, oh, you know, well, that fat chick there, isn't it the fattest chick you've ever seen? It doesn't matter to me, because it says a lot about that person as an individual and their personality and what sort of person they are, but it says nothing about me. Other people's opinions don't make me a bad person. So maybe that's why. It really puzzles me, and I feel sad that there are people who feel they can't go to the beach, or they can't go to the shops, or they can't wear the clothes they want to wear, or whatever, because they're so worried that people are going to be looking at them and judging them. Even, it's either all in your head, because I never experienced it, or it really is happening, but you've just got to, just don't let it affect you. Why let negative, nasty, hurtful people affect how you feel about yourself? Anyway, as an example for you, I went and had a look at my DeviantArt account, my nudie account. I've got two accounts. One's for all my cross-stitch and non-R-rated or X-rated stuff, N-rated stuff. It's not really porn, it's just nude. And then I've got my other account that's got all my nudes on it. And I started that account, and I think I've spoken about this before. I started that account when I was really big, because I wanted to, it was part of like a body acceptance thing for me. And I thought, if I can put myself out there and then other women can see it, it'll empower them to feel better about themselves as well. So I did, because beautiful comes in all shapes and sizes, and it's not about how you look, it's about how you present yourself, and I really believe that. So, just as an example, and I can't show you the photo in this video because it is nude, completely nude, and this isn't for educational medical purposes as such, because I know I have got my boobs out in a lot of videos prior to this one, but that's all for educational purposes, so I don't think YouTube would see this in the same light. But I will put a link to this image that I'm referring to down in the comments. It's on DeviantArt. My account is called Unhinged Serendipity, and the image is called Round is a Shape. I will pop up an edited PG version for you in this video with little things over my nipples and my lower bits. But I would prefer if you went and had a look at the actual image, because it is quite a nice image, and it just all those, you know, putting things over, covering bits up, spoils it. So, yeah, here's the image for you to have a little look at now. Now, just so I can illustrate what I mean about haters and how they just don't bother me, referring to this image, and you can go, and if you're going to go to the trouble of going and have a look at the image, have a look at all the comments. There's quite a few comments on this one, and you will see that probably like 99% of them are really positive and quite good. Given the nature of this account, there are going to be some really pervy people who just leave comments like, oh, I really want to fuck you. I leave them. It's what you open yourself up to when you put in nudity on the internet, because I put it out there to promote body confidence, you know, self-love at whatever shape or size you are. But there are going to be people who are just going to go on the internet and, you know, oh, boobs, and see it not in the intention that I've put it up there. So I leave those comments. That doesn't bother me. The only comments I actually delete are ones that threaten violence, and I think I've only ever had one comment like that I deleted, and it actually was on this image. All the other comments, even the negative ones, I leave up, because that illustrates exactly why we need this this body acceptance thing happening. I need people to say not just all the good stuff, but all the shit that people say. But as I said, when I think about haters, I don't think of myself as having haters, because anything negative that's ever said to me, it's been so very, very, very rare. I don't let it get to me. So there's lots of very nice comments here, you know, very nice, lovely big belly, mind-blowing, sexy, you know, nice shape, oh my God, your body is so sexy. But then, you know, this is, and I think this is one of the very few, you know, negative comments I've ever had. I have no problem with bigger women, but it doesn't always seem healthy to be a bigger woman. True, but just because you're big doesn't mean that you're unhealthy. People make that assumption and they use that healthy thing to have a go at you. It's none of their business. My health is no one else's business. If I choose to share details about my health, then fine. But don't ever look at someone and assume you know anything about their health. You know, you could get a teeny tiny skinny little person who's got diabetes or cancer or, you know, something like that. You're not going to know looking at them. You're not going to judge them, are you? Anyway, I used to weigh over 200 pounds and I felt terrible all the time. Now that I lost over 40 pounds, I feel great and I find worth living now. Well, you know what? That's really sad that you needed to lose weight to find your life worth living. My life's always been worth living, no matter what weight I was. It's easier now. I can do more, but it, you know, it doesn't make me happier. It doesn't make my life more worthwhile. Anyway, but see, that's her issue. This is an issue that this woman has got with herself, and she's projecting it onto other people. I love curves and soft tummies, but this type of tummy has a little too much flub to it. It's because it's fat. It really doesn't have any shape. Well, of course it's a shape. Everything's got a shape. It's a piece of sagging flesh that is sagging because of all the weight attached to it. Let me just show you something, okay? This photo I was 150 kilos, so I'm 70 kilos less now. It sags more. Sags more because I lost the weight. You can have big, saggy, flubby belly, that's the word she used. It's got nothing to do with me being fat. I've still got the same flub. There's just less weight in it now. But it's still flubby. She should be happy. She should be happy. I've lost 70 kilos. Because of all the weight attached to it. Not much weight attached to this anymore. And to me, it's not a positive thing. It's very sad to me. Again, she's projecting her own sadness that she felt about her own body when she was a bigger girl. I wasn't sad. I used to shop at Lane Bryant and I learned one thing from this. They keep their stores a lot cooler than other stores because bigger women sweat more easily. That's kind of true. We do a little bit. And their bodies struggle to keep a cooler temp because their weight is trapping their body. Now, I can't speak for all women who are or have been really big, but I know that I did sweat a lot more when I was a bigger girl, and you know, particularly when I used to go and try clothes on and all the rest of it. But how is it relevant for her to bring that up? She's just trying to drag up shit to be mean, and I don't understand it. It's not relevant. It's just mean. But, and you know, that comment has been there now for almost 5 years, and I'll still leave it there. I didn't respond. I don't respond to the trolls because I'm not going to respond to negative people. They don't deserve my time. But you know, I left it there because people need to see just, you know, the shit. And then, you know, there's more beautiful comments. This is what the body of a goddess looks like. Ask any caveman. Venus of Willendorf comes to mind. If you go and look up that image, it's similar enough that a lot of people have seen that in it. And then, yeah, you know, you get the crude comments, must fuck. And you should see what I get in my private inbox. I ignore all those. Ignore them. But you know what? I get the same on my Fetish account, and I've had it the same on my YouTube, just people posting, you know, inappropriate stuff, you know, inappropriate sexual stuff, and then, you know, they're having a go, it's, you know, like, and I think, oh dude, I got my boobs out to help women who are having breast reduction so that they can see what they're going to be in for and see what it looks like. It's not an invitation for you to send me stuff wanting to be my friend, you know. It's amazing the people you attract when you get your boobs out and they think it's an invitation. It's not. But I can't help someone looking at me, seeing my boobs, and, you know, wanting to have a go. That's, you know. And then just, you know, like it's all positive, 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 positive. And then also, and I like this as well, I get comments on the artistic merit of the photos that I post. That's nice. I like that. Just saying that this one having. I'll also notice the symmetry, asymmetry, dichotomy of the image, and I think that's a major value to it. Blah 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 blah. That's nice, and that was actually accidental. I'm a bit of an idiot savant photographer. I take good photos, but I don't know how I've done them. So I get some comments like that as well, because it is an art site. And then I also get, I'm just going to find where it is, just people commenting on the like the body confidence side of it, saying, oh, you know, thank you for being brave enough to post photos like this. It's made me feel better about my body, or, you know, oh, I'm going to take my own photos now, and that sort of thing. And I love it when I get comments like that, because I'm helping to make women feel better about themselves, no matter what their size or their shape. So, yeah, and it's just, and there's quite a lot of comments on that image. Oh. So I guess people who are feeling victimised or shit about themselves, try to get it through your head. It's not the way that the world sees you is not a reflection of the person that you are. It's a reflection of the way that the world is still, what's the word for it, discriminating against people based on BMI, which is absolutely ridiculous. And they don't discriminate just on that, you know, like they're discriminating against people who are, you know, like aesthetically pleasing to look at in other ways. You know, that you would think that the world only belonged to, you know, the classically beautiful people. Anyone can be beautiful. Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say, don't let the haters get to you. If you put yourself out there on the World Wide Web, and you're laying yourself bare with things like, you know, massive weight loss and loose skin and, you know, what you eat and what you don't eat and how you exercise and how you don't exercise, and, you know, talking about, you know, really personal issues like the issues that contributed to you gaining weight, you know, like if you've had you know, abuse throughout your childhood, or, you know, been raped, or, you know, all of those things that can contribute to weight gain, medical issues that you've got that are impacting on you. You've got to expect that there's going to be shit people out there who are going to, as bullies do, they pick on the ones that they perceive as being weak, and they're going to take it and they're going to run with it. What you need to do is be strong enough to just go, fuck them, they mean nothing. They're just troll dickheads, and I've seen it on the internet before. Don't feed the trolls. Just ignore them. Don't respond to them. As soon as you respond to a troll, you give them that power that you're saying, I've been hurt by what you have said, or whatever. You know, it's just really not worth it. Just take in all the positives and ignore the shit. If you want to, delete it, pretend it didn't happen. Just don't give them that. I know I've had to delete a few people off my YouTube channel. I've had to block and delete a few people because they've, you know, either sent me just something really sexually inappropriate or whatever. I'll tell you what, there are some people that annoy me, but that is my issue. I don't like it when people leave me comments that make me feel like they have assumed I'm an idiot. I don't like that. But I let it go. I let it wash over me, because they're not trying to be mean. They're just trying to help me. And I'll give you an example, not a real example, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, because these people are genuinely trying to help me. But like, if I posted a video saying, oh, you know, I've gained 5 kilos in the last month, and, you know, like, you know, and this is what I've been eating, and then someone posted a comment underneath saying, oh, you know, sweetheart, if you cut out carbs, you'll lose weight. I would read that and I'd think, I know that. That's Captain Obvious. I know that if I eat carbs, I'm going to gain weight. You don't need to tell me. I'm not stupid. that's the only sort of thing that annoys me, and that's just someone trying to be nice, just someone trying to be helpful, but it makes me feel like they think I'm an idiot, and I don't like that. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't even think, oh, you're really, really stupid. But yeah, that's the only thing that gets my goat. But as I said, they're only trying to help. So yeah, if you watch any of my stuff and you want to give me some helpful advice, still do it, because there might be stuff that I don't actually know. And there was actually a girl, and I don't know if she follows me, so I won't say her name because she might get embarrassed, but it was in a group that I was in, and it was not long after I'd been lap banded, and I made a comment that I was eating Yoplait yogurts or something, and and this girl speaks her mind, she doesn't hold back, and I really appreciate that now. And she said something about, oh, don't eat Yoplait yogurts, you know, and this is probably not how she was saying it at all, but this is how I read it. Don't eat Yoplait yogurts, they're all full of sugar, you're not doing yourself any favours, so they're really bad for you. And I read that and I thought, oh, all right, I thought I was doing really good. I'm eating yogurt for God's sake. But I'm really glad she did that, because that opened my eyes and I started to read labels and see, oh yeah, there is a lot of sugar in this. That's too much sugar for me to be having. So, you know, in hindsight, I did appreciate her advice. So if you do still want to give me some advice, leave me comments, whatever, I'm happy with that. Don't worry about hurting my feelings, because it'll wash over, because I know it's me and it's something that I need to work on, and not just assume that people think I'm stupid, because I'm not. I'm really, really smart. Anyway, that's it for now. I think I'm going to have to really heavily edit this, because I feel like I have just waffled on so much. But don't let the haters get to you. Don't feed the trolls. Give me some hate. Give me some hate in the comments.